Good evening, junkies! Welcome to EminiJunkie.com, your ES Trading Mentor's free trading video for Tuesday, January 25th, 2011. Today we had a total of 7 executable trade signals for a max potential of 53 ES ticks. This video is for educational purposes only, is intended to highlight our high probability trade setups to give you a feel for the quantity of trades taken each trading day using this approach. A full trading plan, day live trading room can be accessed via our website at EminiJunkie.com. Okay, we opened up this morning right around 83.50, and you can see we actually had opened up just underneath by 1 tick what we would consider our high probability half gap, and right after the open we actually had a micro signal to get short. That did produce targets 1 and targets 2 to the downside for 6 ticks. Found a little bit of support right there on our lower edge near our Globex low, came back up through our moving average. You can see they shot right up and filled the half gap, made a pullback, made a signal entry to get long. That produced targets 1 and targets 2 to the upside, and we were halfway through this trade when the news came out. So what happens, we typically won't take a trade 3 minutes in front of the news, but this one actually got us in well prior to that. We were at a reduced risk status, had our stops adjusted accordingly. News came out, ended up filling that target as we pushed up and closed our 4 o'clock gap. Found some resistance at that 4 o'clock gap. That was also our 10 o'clock reversal time. The market came back down through the moving average, or back down to the moving average. You can see it bounce slightly and then ultimately broke the moving average, giving us a signal short. That produced targets 1 and targets 2 to the downside as we moved back down towards that lower edge. Again, found some support in that area. Some buying came in, pushed us back up towards our daily pivot. Came into our 10:45 confirmation time above the moving average with another signal long. That produced targets 1 and targets 2 to the upside for 7 ticks. And then when we came down through that moving average, we actually broke through it hard. And this was a very fast move. We were looking for some downside targets, in that 77 area. If we ended up breaking what we call our overnight low or our Globex low, that finally did break on fast momentum. Only problem was that was so fast we could not even get an extension trade on that, and the market just moved away through us, moved through the Globex level, and even went down and pierced the previous day's low. You can see it kind of found support at just underneath that previous day's lows, and during our lunchtime dead zone actually came up through that moving average. Now between 11:30 and 1:15, that's what we call the dead zone. That's when we go to lunch. Usually lighter volume, increased volatility, and you can see in this particular instance the market totally did a reversal there off that previous day's lows, went flying all the way back up to the pivot before it found some resistance. And it wasn't until after 1:15 that we start looking for signals again, and sure enough, right there as soon as we were outside of lunch, we had a little micro short, produced targets 1 and targets 2 to the downside for 6 ticks. Had a reset to the upside. No signal there. We didn't get far enough away from our moving average to signal along, but it did allow a reset on the short. And in fact, we had an extension trade set up that ended up producing again another fast move down as we pushed to the previous day's lows. And this time the extension entry was able to catch up with it, gave an entry for targets 1 and targets 2 to the downside for 11 ticks, and then another reset, hit the 2:30 reversal time. The market bounced, came back up to the moving average, got another signal reset, and had another micro short, T1 and T2 to the downside for 7 ticks. So you couldn't ask for much better action than we had today. In fact, there wasn't any stop outs. There was just one extension in the whole group there, and there was just a lot of trades, and they all went for their T2. So ended up having quite a few trades today, more than normal. 7 trades, 53 ES ticks. Just a great day. Tomorrow we head into the FOMC in the afternoon, so be careful. That announcement comes out at 2:15. I want to thank you for watching. For more details on this plan, including all the chart setups, or to join our live trading room and video newsletter, please visit EminiJunkie.com or just simply click the link at the top of the screen. Thanks, and make it a great day.